Welcome to the ASEAN-Korea Roundtable in Tourism 2025. The ASEAN-Korea Roundtable in Tourism was planned to create a tourism environment and conditions that can revitalize the volume of tourists between Korea and ASEAN post the coronavirus pandemic, aligning with Article 5 of the Korea-ASEAN FTA Economic Cooperation and Annex Tourism. Tourism is a powerful engine for inclusive growth, generating jobs and income at both the source and destination. According to WTTC report, in 2023 alone, tourism accounted for 40 million jobs in ASEAN, 12.4% of total employment, and contributed 8.3% to regional GDP. Tourism is also one of the key sectors under the ASEAN-Korea Free Trade Agreement. The increase in trade and investment flows under the FTA has enabled a greater movement of people between the two regions. ASEAN and Korea are each other's third largest tourism source markets. In 2024, ASEAN accounted for 15.4% of Korea's total international arrivals, while Korea made up 8.2% of ASEAN's inbound tourism in 2023. Before the pandemic, Korean outbound tourism to ASEAN was growing robustly at an annual average of 11.7% from 2010 to 2019, and ASEAN inbound tourism to Korea grew 10% annually in the same period. Thanks to the sector's resilience, tourism exchanges in 2024 are expected to have fully recovered, with total bilateral international tourist arrivals projected to meet or even exceed 2019 levels. The post-pandemic resurgence in tourism, despite global uncertainties and weakened external demand, will play a vital role in reviving and strengthening regional economies, especially in ASEAN. From Korea's perspective, there is still a significant gap to be addressed. In 2019, only 1/4 of the Korean tourists going to ASEAN were matched by incoming ASEAN tourists to Korea, 10 million versus 2.7 million. This suggests the need for improved efforts to cater to the tourism preferences of ASEAN's rising middle class, which has a strong interest in Korean culture and lifestyle. In 2024, we celebrate the 35th anniversary of ASEAN-Korea dialogue relations, which have evolved into a comprehensive strategic partnership. This project seeks to harness the 700 million strong tourism market potential between ASEAN and Korea to not only recover but surpass pre-pandemic growth, strengthening bilateral economic exchanges and cooperation. The AKRT, supported by the ASEAN-Korea FTA Economic Cooperation Funds under the initiative of the Korean government, plan to be held annually over the next 3 years, rotating between ASEAN countries and Korea. With the inaugural AKRT scheduled from July 2nd to 4th, 2025, under the slogan of Facilitate, Cooperate, Revitalize, at Duy Tan University in Da Nang, Vietnam. Duy Tan University's SATDC, which operates as a tourism research institute and think tank, along with P2A, an alliance of over 130 universities across ASEAN, as an entity associated with ASEAN, have planned and organized the Tourism Roundtable with the cooperation of the ASEAN Secretariat. To facilitate tourist movement and improve constraints, the first roundtable will address 4 essential issues. The first issue, enhancing security and travel facilitation, will address 3 core topics: innovating various digital border control methods, creating a Muslim-friendly tourism environment in Korea, and expanding direct flights between major tourist destinations in ASEAN and Korea. The second issue, improving systems to address tourist inconveniences, will focus on mutual visa facilitation as well as collaborative efforts to prevent the negative effects of low-cost package tour products. The third issue, training tourist personnel, will include discussions on training programs to enhance the quality of tourism service professionals for mutual visitors, and on enhancing tourism promotional materials, social media content, and promotional platforms in the languages of the source countries. Lastly, under the theme of understanding cultural diversity, panel discussions will explore the mutual efforts to enhance awareness of cultural diversity. This RT will bring together tourism policymakers, industry stakeholders, academics, tourism experts, media, and all relevant stakeholders to discuss the agendas. This roundtable will pave the way for reaching 20 million tourists exchanges between Korea and ASEAN in the near future, from 13 million in 2019. Thank you.